Thailand 2026, Week 3. Rich Quinones on the call as we get set for the Thailand Titans against New Force. This is a really good matchup. Both squads come in 2-1, and we thank everyone for tuning us in on our YouTube channel, especially those who reside in Thailand, and of course, everyone watching stateside in the U.S., following along some of their favorite players and squads and teams as well. Get social with us at Warriors Thailand on Instagram as well. As I mentioned, this is a battle of 2-1 squads. Little change up starting line-wise for the Titans. They had a tough loss last time out, that 5-point loss to Howard. They weren't able to capitalize from the free throw line. They didn't shoot particularly well. Had an opportunity to speak to their head coach, Ramirez, and he said, look, we're going to switch it up a little bit. I don't expect us to shoot as poorly as we did. We're going to press a little bit. We worked on a couple things during this week of practice. And for New Force, listen, this is a very good basketball team. They just need to figure out a way to slow down the pace a little bit. They can ill afford to have games where they're shooting 6, 7 of 23, 24, 25 from beyond the arc. That's kind of been the norm over the first several weeks of this tournament. But players to watch: Robert Stanford, number 23, Javon Smith, number 1 for New Force. For the Titans, Mark Blair, number 3, Ron Flynn from number 12. You're going to see Yang get the start, the 6'4" point guard for the Titans. Also, Edsel Magasat, number 8, Lester Hartnett, number 10. He should be the 6'8" center that'll pose that threat down on the low block. They will go to the bench if need be. So this is game 3 of our 4-game set as we start to creep into late Saturday afternoon into the evening, and we'll have the opening tip-off on the other side. We've got 2 in the books already. We had a very good contest. If you just missed what transpired the last time out, it was a heck of a game moments ago between Fully Feared and the Sun Devils, and Fully Feared hung on for dear life, 89-87. They are the lone unbeaten team in this tournament. They moved to 4-0, and they did it without one of their big players, obviously, in Robinson, averaging 34 and 24. Rock Johnson was the high man with 30 in the win for Fully Feared. All right, but as I mentioned, it'll be the Titans. It'll be New Force coming up on the other side, opening tip-off right after this. Just a reminder before our opening tip-off, a couple thank yous to our sponsors. That is Sport. Appreciate them supporting Warriors League Thailand. Margarita, your go-to for Tex-Mex. Raffaello, Monkey Mouse. We love these guys. They do a fantastic job. Big supporters. Monkey Mouse Club on Instagram. Warriors Thailand. And also, you know, these guys go up and down the floor. They're burning a lot of calories. They're sweating. They're playing both ends of the floor. And how do they replenish, rehydrate? Pocari Sweat, which is a healthy rehydration drink. Give them a follow at POCARISWEATTH on IG. All right, opening tip-off coming up between the Titans and New Force, a battle of 2-1 squads, a very important game to get 2 points. Very important when it comes to how this whole tournament plays out. We kind of gave you the rundown. 4 10-minute quarters, 2-minute intermissions between the quarters, 5 minutes for halftime. We give you updated stats right on the site, and then you get the W, it's 2 points. You get the loss, it's 1 point. DQ, not available, don't show up, 0 points. So it's all about acquiring points going forward in this tournament as the top 4 will progress into the second round. 8 teams, they will all play each other once. Opening tip-off, Titans and New Force coming up on the other side. All right, it's a battle of 2-1 squads, Titans versus New Force. New Force will don those very sharp red uniforms. Titans looking to rebound after that 5-point loss to the Hoops. I told you there's a little change in the starting lineup for the Titans. I suspect they're going to press a little more face guard, be a little more aggressive on defense. And the bugaboo was the free throw shooting, especially in the late game. That was something that they believe was remedied during the week of practice. So here we go, game number 3 of the 4-game set. New Force moving right to left. Smith has it, he'll drop off. And starting right off the gate with the left hand, scoop and score quickly for New Force. That's what you want to see, the decisiveness from the guards. Smith, Lee, Logan, Stanford, and Rayad Mufopan, the Frenchman for New Force. Zhang, Blair, Magasaw, Hartnett, Flynn, just as I suspected for the Titans. Blair has it. Zhang in the corner. Count it! The 3-ball. The 6'4" guard. And there's that press we talked about. They want to harass and get some turnovers and get some opportunities. Contested 3 coming back. Excellent job by the Titans, up 3-2 early on. That just rattles around. Tough shot. 5-2. Stutters got staggered with the right hand. Good defense by Zhang. Titans want to push it. Here they go. Entry pass, tipped around, nothing doing. They tried to go to Hartman inside. That's a turnover. Blair. New Force going back the other end with a jailbreak opportunity and an easy glide in. 5-4. Titans up by 1. $1:20 to go in this first quarter, 8 and some change remaining. So early on, they draw that double. You see right there, Magasaw is telling Zhang, look, you see that double? You've already created your space because I got that double, right? So we always talk about the right double sliding over if it's needed or not. Now, if New Force does that, that's going to leave Zhang open. That's going to leave Flynn and Blair open. Blair can put the ball on the floor and take it to the rack anytime he wants. So watch out for the Queens native number 3. They give it up. There's Blair. They want to go inside. Nope, he's going to settle for a 3. And that's off the mark. New Force now. Stanford picked up the cheeky foul. He's had himself an outstanding start to this tournament, averaging 27 points, 9 rebounds a clip. Drop off one more time. Flynn, good look inside to Blair. Can't convert, but draws a contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Rayad picked up the foul. Knocks home the first. Second is good. Smith gives it up. Looking for that screen. Trying to create. Lee. They go inside. Guy's going to get called. Also, too, I want to highlight a player from New Force, Trey Logan. I think offensively he's going to have some opportunities if the mismatch is there. And that's a good, strong take by Lee off the glass. A little too hard, 3-on-2. Coming back the other way. Working hard. And New Force again converges and then stolen away right back the other end. Oh, my goodness. Back and forth. Both teams getting down and dirty early on in this one. 7-4, 6:02 to go in this first quarter. But I mentioned Logan had a season high 15 his last time out. Keep an eye on him. Number 9 from New Force. In that 95-65 win against CNX, Orion Smith had 11 and 5. So we saw the press about a minute or so in the first quarter by the Titans. Not so much thereafter. Smith looking to create a little shake and bake. Got caught up off balance. Count it! Well, that's a big time take by Javon Smith. Completes a 3-point play, knotted up to 7 apiece, 5:10 to go in this first quarter. How about that? The big Frenchman lumbering down, shielding off the defenders, and then a soft volley with the left hand. Rayad averaging almost a double-double, 14 last week. They can't get the easy lay-in off the tip, and then the putback, little loose change, and finally it drops home for the Titans. See see Blair get a little more on the ball. (9-9), 4:27 to go in this first quarter. Look, I understand why they're drifting off a little bit. They don't want these guards to get a start going right downhill, so to speak, whether that's Slee and or Smith. But I would body them up a little more. Look, Stanford's going to get his game high 26 last week, averaging 28 and 10. It's just a matter of when he's going to get his. There's a strong take right to the tin coming back the other end. And that's the decisiveness we talked about at the onset. Flynn goes to the line, Springfield College native. That's a three-point play. So we already saw a couple of times, and a turnover there by the Titans. Opportunity again. Coming back the other end. Blair, the recipient. 14-9, largest lead of the game, 3:38 to go in this first quarter. Titans up by 5, off-balance shot, wild shot. That's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go back the other end. Titans will allow that. They'll take those opportunities all day long. White checks in. He's a three-point shooting specialist, number 29. So look for him if there's a little opportunity. Triple team. Good take, just couldn't execute. The idea was there, and they're going to turn it right back. So this press starting to give some fits. Blair off the glass, can't convert. Tried to get his own rebound. Newforce has it. There's the outlet. 1-on-2. Euro step. Donowitz going to get charged with the foul. 14-9, 3-minute mark to go in this first quarter. Action picking up a little bit. So under 3 to play in this opening quarter, 14-9. Low-scoring game will benefit the Titans too, especially if they start to press a little more as the afternoon progresses. They just need to be a little judicious with the basketball. Shot selection has to be there, and when they get opportunities, when they get to the line, knock down your shots, and they're going to be okay. Two of two. Good job by Smith. Flynn draws out Smith and explodes right to the rack. And a good rebound off the follow. That's a hustle play we talked about. Massis, number 7. They're going a little big right now. The Titans are. Not as athletic on the floor, but a little bigger. 2:20 to go in this first quarter. See if Newforce and their guards take advantage of that. 16-13, Donowitz gives it up over to Flynn. 2-minute game, they give it right back. That's a smart basketball play. Lester Hartnett saw Flynn cutting to the basket, rewarded him, and now you go to the line for 2. Can't convert the first. But you see the size on the floor right now. 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". Got to be able to hit those from the charity stripe. Smith step back three off balance, got it, which I think maybe disrupted the shot. Opportunity right now. Flynn, kick out, Zhang, coffin corner. That's off the mark. Excellent job, and pardon me, I think that was Meneses that missed the three, but the putback nonetheless by the Titans. So check it for number 7. And that drops home for New Force in transition. Definitely move. Excellent job. A little overly aggressive right there by the Titans, up 20-16, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. So rapid pace to this one, right? First quarter almost in the books. First one missed in the charity stripe. 2016, Titans up by 4. Saw the different starting lineup pay off early on. They pressed a little bit. See how they press going forward. Right now going a little big. A lane violation on that one? Huh. Interesting. Flynn. Difference in energy that we talk about. You go up for the ball, you try to get that loose change, you're kind of working hard, and it doesn't typically show up, but you know, in the box score, but you have an opportunity to keep getting to the line. Yaksiem, 2nd of 2. Can't convert. 2016, 28 seconds to go in the first quarter. They're definitely going to, you saw that one coming. Smith so decisive, and I just saw they grabbed his left hand when he went right to the basket. Meneses tagged with that one. It's a tough foul because I know you want to be aggressive, but once he blows by you like that, just give up the layup. I mean, you just got it at that point because there's an opportunity for him to convert the three-point play and get right to the line. 14 seconds, they always lose it. Tough, off-balance shot. Wow. That's a gorgeous take, and at the buzzer, that doesn't fall. So, listen, change of pace with the lineup, 22-19, Titans up by 3. Couple different players getting some burn early on. You know, Blair only played 6.5 minutes. So right now, the move, the change in the starting lineup, and going to the bench too, for head coach Ramirez of the Titans, it's paying off. They lead it by 3, 22-19. We'll step aside, second quarter coming up. All right, stats after 1. Zhang with 3, Blair with 4. Score with 8. Stanford with 5. Titans 3 of 7 from 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. New Force 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, 4 of 7 from the line. Titans have done a much better job on the glass. 15 rebounds. All right, here we go. New Force moving right to left. Orange and black unis. Smith trying to draw out the defender, create a little space. Puts it on the floor in traffic, and he draws a contact. He goes right back to the line. So Devon Smith averaging 17 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Goes to the line again, 4 for 4 already. Knocks home both. Now New Force pressing a little bit. Blair back in, almost gave it up. Wants to receive it one more time. They'll kick out. Zhang caught from corner. Not part of me. Check that. The gas. I think give credit where credit is due. I know Zhang's number 1. But in that case, Mark Vazgalias, number 11, with a big bucket. Lead now, 6. Hot hand, why not? Left a little short. They're getting some good, clean looks right now, and I think what we're seeing, if you're a Titans fan, it's the energy. You're getting guys out there playing some nice minutes right here. Smith tried to receive it cleanly and knocks down the 3. 27-24. Titans held the largest lead at 6. It's a confidence builder for some of these players right now. Knocking down some of these shots, having an opportunity for some good minutes. Oh, stutter step, thought about the 3, puts it on the floor, spin move and a dandy. That is a gorgeous move, but it doesn't drop. Stanford got the defender up in the air, spun, and then with the right hand drew the contact. He'll go to the line. Game high 26 last week. Having himself a very nice run in this tournament, averaging 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. So they call it on the floor, no shot. Sometimes just when I think they're going to call in the act, they don't. And when I think they aren't going to call in the act, they do. And there's a 3, count it. Three ball starting to drop right now for the Titans. Up 6, 30-24. This is a good pace. Oh, nice drop ball pass, but they converge. We tried to go pretty much right over the shoulder. Oh, look at the ball movement. Everyone's touching it. 3. Got tapped. Lee has it. New Force wants to run. Ball movement, brilliantly done. Opposite end. They don't convert, but I like what I'm seeing right now. I actually like what I'm seeing from both teams right now. I think if you're Lee and if you're Smith, you got to take this game over for New Force. And then you see that balance right there with the Titans, always trying to look for the best right shot, the right smart basketball play. They lead it by 6, 7 and 11 to go in the second. Spin move right off the baseline, underneath, tough shot, contested. Titans rip down the rebound, and they want to get out. And now they want to run a little bit. You look at where the bulk of the Titans' points are coming in. A lot of it's pretty much in the paint. And once they start to penetrate and they're drawing the double team, that's when you see some opportunities for some of those kickouts and those three-point shots. That bears worth watching as this game goes on. Seven-point lead. Smith has it. New Force down 7, 31-24. Trying to create. Swarming defense right now by the Titans on the ball. Excellent job one more time. They converged. It's something they worked on during the week of practice. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Little role reversal. Now the bigs check back in. 6'8". Hartnett checks back in, number 10. The center. Gave him some good energy, some good minutes in that first quarter. Not always going to show up in the box score, but does a lot of the dirty work. A couple rebounds, a block here and there. We'll set that pick. We'll just go after loose balls. You need players like that. You need energy players. (31-25), under 6.5 to go. Two-man game, drop off, thought about it. 3, count it. Quick release, shooting with confidence. Largest lead for the Titans, 34-25. Under 6 to play. Smith has it. Looking for the screen from Ayudad. He does. They'll double, they'll convert. Smith all alone. Once again, weak side help, they converge. And count the bucket. Bodies banging, and why not? So 180 from what we saw a week ago as far as the guard play and these combo guards going right to the tin, and they are drawing contact. And the Titans now have their largest lead of the afternoon, 36-25, with a chance to expand on it. 5:37 to go in the second quarter. Flynn looking to convert the three-point play after that gorgeous drive to the basket. That's a heads-up play, but you saw the hustle right there from Blair and then Hartnett, and then obviously New Force defender. Presence of mind, throw it off the leg of Blair. 36-25, 6 11-point lead for the Titans, 5.5 to go. Haven't really seen Logan go up just yet. Stanford. Try to go inside. Unforced error right there from the Titans in transitional. Those are the kind of turnovers where you have an opportunity. They're going to drive the coach crazy. 36-25, under 5 to play in the second quarter. Smith wants to clear out and delivers. He's that good and that confident of a player where, again, you give him a little bit of a sliver, he'll make you pay. Flynn calling for it, wants to 3. In and out, and a good rebound right there. Blair again through the contact, and he goes to the line. So I've counted probably about 4 or 5 different opportunities where the Titans have got to the line, they finish plays, they're drawing contacts, and they're converting 3-point plays. And here's another opportunity for the Queens native. Knocks it home. So it's been hovering anywhere from 10 to 12 points for the Titans. Haven't been able to really pull away, but you see the energy, you see what they're doing defensively when they need to clamp down a little bit. You saw a much different starting lineup and a lot of players now getting some minutes, so they're going deep to the bench. Some teams will go, 2 to 3. We're seeing 3, 4 guys. We're seeing guys that maybe don't play meaningful minutes get meaningful minutes. I know Zhang is pleading his case, but just for that right hand kind of hooked. 39-27, I think he's coming out. 12-point lead right now, 3:04 to go. Newforce gets to the line. Rayad for 2. They're over the limit with 3:04 to go in the second quarter. The Frenchman calmly drills the first one. Had 14 points last week, a couple big rebounds. One of 2. Picture perfect. Off the assist from Blair. Oh, it's going to go back the other end, is it not? Yeah, absolutely. Offensive foul. Justin Thomas pleading his case, but that was an easy call. Nice hustle play. Battle White. Right place, right time. Gonna get the offensive charge there, so that's a turnover. This is the largest lead of the afternoon, 15 now, and just as I say that, they turn it away. That's a tough turnover, and then they give it right back. Titans have it, 3-on-2. Blair, an easy lay-in, so the lead has ballooned to 17. 2:20 to go. Smith, step back 3, count it. Calmly drills the trifecta. Number 1. stop a little bit of the bleeding there. They needed that bucket. 45-31, under 2 to play in the second quarter. Blair, long outlet, over to Hartnett, back over, whip pass inside, and a dandy. Oh, they missed the bunny with the left hand. Behind the back, Smith to the Frenchman, count it. Rayad will go to the line off a gorgeous feed from Javon Smith. Little no look behind the back, and then number 34 trailed all the way on the left side and laid it in. Knocks down the free throw. So it was a 17-point lead, and just like that, New Force has done an excellent job slicing into it. 45-33, 45-34, check out with the free throw. Godarwich being harassed. They go right back inside, draw him a double, back out to Godarwich. Two-man game, they almost give it away. That's a tough possession. They probably want that one back. Inside look. They'll pull it right back out. Step back three. Count it. Burnett with an easy three. Non-contested three-point shot. And once again, big lead. Sliced down to 8. Minute to go in the second quarter. Nice little run by New Force right now. Godarwich thinking about it, wants to pull the trigger, tries to go inside. They'll skip it. Now they go right back outside, inside out. Blair to Godarwich. Godarwich being harassed. Off balance shot with the right hand. Doesn't fall. And now New Force wants to get out and run. An opportunity with a three to slice it to 5. Ooh, a little stutter stagger step. Smith loses it. Body's crashing. And here we go. An opportunity. 2-on-1 opportunity. And the recovery was right there by New Force. So you're looking for that defensive hustle, and you just saw preventing the easy bucket. And Lee got back on defense, and I get to catch my breath with 16 seconds to go in the second quarter. Titans up 45-37. They can hang for the last shot. Blair. Got to get going. Off the glass, and that drops for Godarwich, and he almost closes the turnover. He does. Blair has it. Got to get going. Count it again, and go 4 quick points in the last 10 seconds, and a 17-point cushion. Got sliced down to 6 and right back up to 12, and that's where we're at the break. 49-37, Titans up by New Force. All right, I'll catch my breath. We'll come back. We'll go over the halftime stats as well. Saturday afternoon. This is Warriors League Thailand 2026.
เวลาคือแค่เป็นอย่างนี้เฉยๆใช่ผมแค่กด3เพราะว่าผมกดเวลา
ว่าเสียงมาจากไหนเข้า
49-37 as we get set for the third quarter of action. Blair, high man for the Titans with 14. Zhang with 6. Flynn with 7. And for New Forest, Smith, the catalyst, with a game-high 18 thus far. 5 of 11 from the field. Lee with 2. Logan with 3. Stanford, quiet, with 5. He's also been in foul trouble. He's got 3 personal fouls, so that's a storyline heading in to the second half of play, averaging 27 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. But as I mentioned, foul trouble plaguing him in this one. 9 of 14 from the line for New Force. 5-11. A little better job from the Titans as far as three-point shooting. 4 of 10 for Thailand. 4 of 12 for New Force. Neither team really starting to distinguish himself from beyond the arc. And that's where we sit. We get set for quarter number 3. Titans leading at 49-37. All right, Titans will get it side out to start things off. Third quarter moving right to left in those gray and blue unis. New Force in the orange and black. Titans up 49-37. Rich Quinones on the call. Warriors lead Thailand 20-26. Second half of game 3 of a 4-game docket on this Saturday afternoon, leading into the evening. Turnover Titans. Huge opportunity for either one of these teams with a win to get 2 points and move to 3-1 in the tournament. Barnett with the loose ball, hands it off to Blair across the timeline. Long outlet, they'll swing it one more time. Flynn now with the right hand and glides in. Count the bucket. Deron Flynn having himself a very solid afternoon for the Thailand Titans. Stanford's been quiet. He's also been dealing with foul trouble. He's got 3. Nice little duck in there right there by Rayad. That's a good 3. That's a good looking 3-point shot. Blair drawing the double. Kick out, Coffin corner. Barnett again, we told you. Just the dirty work. They lose it out of bounds. 54-39. 7:50 to go in the third. Titans up by 15. Titans a very good job in the first half, only 5 turnovers. Different story, New Force. 11 in the first 2 quarters. Stanford trying to create, picks up the dribble. Kick it right outside. Long 3. Very long 3. Tipped around. Blair has it. He pushes it right now for the Titans. Tries to rip down his own miss. And he'll tie up. I think that was more of a frustration tie-up. New Force has it. Smith. And he'll pull it back, and he can pull the trigger. As I mentioned, kind of quiet for Stanford, quiet for Logan and Lee. Smith the 3. Well short, tipped around. Right back over to Stanford. Thought about it. Over to Smith. One more time, glides in with the right hand. 13-point deficit right now, 54-41, 6:36 to go in the third. Titans now. With possession, up 13. There's your kick out. These are good, clean looks that it's been a little mixed bag. 2-on-1, good drop off, unselfish. Nice look. Smith with the vision. 17-point deficit, down to 11, under 6 to play in the third. Little run here by New Force. Both squads come in 2-1. Flynn over to Zhang, looks like a kick out. I like the minutes that some of the bench guys are playing and contributing this evening. That's a really tough acrobatic shot. Calvin Lee, love to get him going a little bit in this third quarter from New Force. A little light on the pressure with Blair walking across the timeline. Starting to get in rhythm right now. And And now that's going to make New Force defensively, you got to start coming out and guarding that three-point shot. Gang, 9 points, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Titans 6 and 12 for the afternoon, 50%. Contested 3, that was blocked. Blair has it. Beal got that block, trying to harass Blair. Just get, nope, that's going to be, it's going to come the other way. So just as I was about to say, little lapse trying to push it across the timeline. One of the rare turnovers and unforced errors. Stanford has it right now, down 15. Flipped around. Titans want to run. Blair pick up the dribble. Zhang left them wide open. That's off the mark. Deal. Gave it to Smith. Step back 3. Both teams going a little cold right now. And it's getting a little sloppy, too. 15-point lead for the Titans, 60-45. Clock continues to tick. Under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. One opportunity, they get right back on defense, little wet surface, but a very fortunate little bounce over to Smith, who lays it softly in with the right hand. 60-47. So every time New Force making a little bit of a run, Titans have responded. Let's see if they can do it this possession. Catch and shoot. Bang! And a 3. So the hot hand sits with number 1 with a 3. Nice duck under lay-in. And that's Logan. And a 3 to go in this third quarter. Good rebound. No one boxed out, and a cleanup there by the Titans. Doing an excellent job on the boards. Stanford won it. They're trying to draw Blair over to help as well. Stop and pop. Doesn't fall. So that end line's been a little tricky for a lot of these teams this tournament. Just not really knowing where it is. You see, where that three-point line is. You don't have a lot of margin of error. You got almost tap dance and tippy-toe. Much better job getting across the timeline quickly for the Titans. Goes back up to 16. And Smith has it. A little quiet in this third quarter. Gives it up to Logan. I thought we were going to see a little more offense from Logan. No, check that. That's Calvin Lee. They had numbers. Yeah, Blair's a little frustrated, and I understand why. He's got to get that ball to his hands quickly. Dotterweich and Logan both crash to the floor. Not a aesthetically pleasing third quarter of action with 1:02 to go, but the Titans still trail it. The Titans still lead it 67-49. And every time New Forces tried to chip into this deficit, Zhang is at a big 3. You know, Blair's had a couple moments here and there. Flynn's had some good buckets this evening. Smith being harassed right now, trying to create. And there's the hot hand in quarter number 3. And it continues. Number 1 with another bucket. Under 10 to go from New Force, holding for that last shot. Calvin Lee trying to create off balance shot off the glass. And that drops home. Got to get going late in the third. Deal tried to hustle off the 3-point miss. Largest lead, 20 points for the Titans. Final seconds of the third. Got an opportunity for a heave. Brim, and that's where we sit after 3 quarters of play. Titans lead at 71-51. Fourth quarter coming up on the other side. All right, New Force has some work to do, trailing by 20, 71-51. Zhang with 17 to lead the Titans. Smith with 27-18 from the floor to pace New Force. And Lee penetrating, drawing the contact, goes to the line. Three-point shooting, certainly a turnaround for the Titans. 8 of 16 from the charity stripe. 8 of 6 in the arc. 5 of 11 from the charity stripe for New Force. 4 of 18 from beyond the arc. 9 of 14 from the line. And we're going to press again early on in this fourth, trailing 19. 71-52, Flynn being harassed. Almost lost it. Tough off-balance shot. Doesn't even hit the back of the rim. Stanford been so quiet. Gives it right back up. Hartman now with the loose ball. Transitional opportunity. Tough off-balance lay-in that doesn't fall. So the shot was definitely altered. Main thing is to make sure that Flint's okay. 71-52, 8:40 to go in this fourth quarter. Both squads come in 2-1. Hartman now, they pull him out, picks up the dribble, foul line extended, in and out, doesn't fall. Smith has it, he's got to get going. That's a strong, good take. Little hesitation, stutter step. Oh, they turn it away. That's a bad turnover. Can't be lazy with that entry. At quick point, 71-56. They're out of sync right now, the Titans look. Well, and as I say that, Dodowich silences me. Acrobatic shot with the left hand to the line. Atone for his careless entry pass. Tough bucket opportunity for the three-point play. And knocks it home. 74-56, 108 to go on the floor. Turnover, New Force, jailbreak opportunity. Back up to 20. Shot just isn't falling for Stanford tonight. Hartnett crashes down to the canvas, and it's a big 6-8, and he's still down on the court. Landed awkwardly. Good sportsmanship. Like to see him get back beat, and he does. That's good to see. Meneses checks out. He got some good burn this afternoon. Really gave the Titans. I like the, not so much the shuffling of the roster. Well, they went a different route, but I like what Coach Ramirez did. You know, everyone kind of had a hand, right? I mean, if you look about it, everyone kind of had a hand thus far. If it holds to form, you know, plenty of time left, but would be a very nice Titans win. And more importantly, every player, including Hartnett, who just got his first point of the afternoon, every player has contributed. So going to the bench a little bit, mixing it up, you know, sticking with the hot hand, showing some confidence in players that otherwise might not get a ton of burn, and you see the distribution of minutes. Magason 19, Hartnett 19, Flynn 24, CB with 10, Dodowich with 17 minutes. So all the players contributing, and they're up big right now, 78-56. Stanford trying to create, oh, get it out of here, rejected, weak side by the big man, Hartnett, 6'8" center. Some things just don't show up in the box score. Blocks do, but energy doesn't, and the big man's providing that. Rayad wants to take him. Another block. Good ball movement. Look at that. A little more juice and energy right now by the Titans, up big, 78-56. Both squads come in 2-1, so 2 points with a win is paramount. Thought it was going the Titans' way. It's not. It'll come back the other end. Lee will get it to inbound. And rest assured, Smith's going to pick up the pace here when he receives it. Down 18, got to get going here. And then there's 6 to play. Offensively, much better job by the Titans contesting shots. And aside from Smith, it's been a quiet night for this New Force offense. Good dish, Blair to Hartnett, rolling to the bucket. Picks up his 4th point, 80-56. Titans starting to pull away. 5:20 to go in this 4th. Blair scored it and then landed real awkward. And I would suspect after he shoots his free throw, if he can, 82, knocks it down. It's 83-56, 4:38 to go. You might see Blair come out for the rest of the afternoon. This game's pretty much in the bag right now for the Titans. And the big man again, pretty much, that's going to ice it. Moments ago, 6'8" frame crashing down to the floor, now back to the line. As I said, it's role players, guys understanding their part. Talking about a player, 4 points, couple rebounds, a couple steals, a couple blocks. That's a pretty darn good stat line for Hartnett. 21 minutes, 4 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, and 4 blocks, plus 19 on the floor. Really nice bounce-back win for the Titans. Dropped a heartbreaker, lost by 5 last week to Howard. That's a game they had, couldn't knock down their free throws. A couple lapse moments. We saw the adjustments tonight, different starting line, went with some bigs. Relied on them as opposed to having your versatile ball handlers on the floor. Threes were dropping down. Free throws were much better. Unselfish plays, as we see right there. Role players understand exactly what they're supposed to do defensively, making the adjustments. So a nice win. Titans are 3.5 away from moving to 3-1 in this tournament. For New Force tonight, they just never got anything going offensively. Smith, you know, the catalyst with 26, he had to really just shoulder a lot of the offensive burden tonight. Stanford, who's a heck of a ball player, you know, held to 5 points, averaging 27. So they did a really nice job. Now, granted, he had early foul problems, but never was able to get in the flow of the offense. I thought maybe Logan Lee would step up. They combined for 14.7 of 14 from the floor. 4 of 21 from beyond the arc as a unit for New Force. 2:35 to go in this fourth quarter. They're down big, 87-60. Final 2:30. Much better job defensively by the Titans. Week 3, Warriors League Thailand. So the big three tonight, Zhang, Blair, and Flynn, combined for 47. (18 of 36 on the floor. Pretty much academic right now with under a minute to go. The Titans certainly no need to foul right now. That's big. So the adjustments with the lineup paid off. Titans led this by 22. Even in the third, New Force got it down to right 11. But ultimately, Thailand, they just pressed a little more, knocked down their shots, a little more aggressive in the paint. And they were able to keep that lead sitting right around 15-17, as I mentioned, well over 20 in this one. Now it sits 87-72. And they've turned it around. They've certainly turned it around. They were able to close out the game. They had an opportunity to do it last week against the Hoops. They couldn't do it. They lost by 5. Didn't knock down their free throws. Had some bad possessions late, but they've certainly turned it around this afternoon. They will improve to 3-1, and New Force will fall to 2-2. All right, final seconds of this one. We'll also give you official stats. Looks like they'll count that 3 by Dr. White. So we'll just get you some updated. Looks like it'll stand 89-73 is the final. As I mentioned, Dang with 17, Blair with 18, Flynn with 12. For New Force, Smith with a game-high 28. Rayad with 6. Stanford, off night, he'll rebound. No question about that. Just 5 in 29 minutes, was in foul trouble. Burnett added 10. Also mentioned some of the unsung heroes for the Titans tonight. Hartnett, the center, 7 points, 10 rebounds, had an assist, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. Really nice effort from him. The final, once again, the Titans over New Force, 89-73. Fourth and final game. Coming up on the other side.